Hey YouTube, Ham back at the table with part 3 of the standard EDC, and I know it looks like a lot, but it's all spaced out usually around most of the body, and you know, now that it's wintertime I have jackets or vests, so it's not all just weighing down on my belt line. Write and bright. We all use writing instruments probably hundreds of times a day, okay? I've just become a real fan of the Fisher Space Pens because of the fact that no matter what I do to it, no matter what the situation, it will write. I have the tactical pens, those really big bulky things with the DNA collector or the glass punch or whatever on the back end, and they're all twist pens. Well, twist pens are okay, but it just, you know, if I need something, and again, one-handed, trying to open it up is just, you know, a bitch. So they came out with these. They're fairly inexpensive. These are about 12 bucks. These are Fisher Space Pens. They're slim lines, and they're just push, you know, click. Space pen type, takes a standard space pen refill, and got a couple of these. Usually have this in my shirt pocket. So there's the pen thing. Now, light wise, for a long time my standard EDC was this Surefire E2D Executive Defender. Now this is actually an incandescent, okay, still extraordinarily bright, takes the larger voltage batteries, and bomb proof. Okay, this thing has literally been all the way around the world with me, and never failed. You know, always got to make sure I have spare batteries because they are not stock batteries. Sometimes they're harder to find than AA's or AAA's, but did me well. Well, then came the world of the LED, and of course a lot of you will recognize this. This travels with me in the shirt along with the Fisher Space Pen. This is the Streamlight Stylus Pro. A lot of you have this. Okay, extraordinarily bright pocket light, good water resistance, good shock proof, AAA batteries, works really well. I really like this light. This is the usual nice little pen light, pocket light that I use on a day-to-day basis. When I need something bigger, this is hanging on the belt. Old school, but with a couple of modifications, works like a charm. This is the mini mag light in a Night Eyes universal holster. Okay, keeps the flashlight really tight. It's not going to shake out even if I'm upside down, whatever, it holds the light well. Now I've made a couple of modifications to the light. First of all, you'll see it has the 3 LED insert from Night Eyes. I really like the way it works on battery power saving. Now you lose the focus, okay, when you get this. It's just a general midstream light, but it's very bright and very good for working and, you know, being in adverse conditions. I did add a couple things too. This is from another Night Eyes kit, just a traction ring which I keep on the top, adds a little shock proof to the front of the light and also makes it easier to turn on and off. And I also added one of their smart butt switches on it, which gives you a number of different power settings for the light and 2 different flash settings, plus a way to track it when you've got the power ring on so that there's power flowing to it. Now it's not doing it. Let's go ahead and switch through the lights. And of course you've got the standard bright, then you've got 3 different levels of illumination. You've got the slow pulse, you've got the fast pulse, and then you've got off. But now let's see if it'll show us. Should be, there it is. That little LED will stay on until you cut the ring back off to kill the battery circuit. And if you need to find your light in the dark, if you lay it down simply by turning the switch on and off, minimal power, but it'll keep that red LED going so you can see where your light is. And then of course if you turn it off, it's dead. This is the IQ switch by Night Eyes, and it's just been extraordinarily helpful for me. Maybe a little bit bulkier than some people like, but you know, standard AA's, they last an incredibly long time now with the LED switch in, with the LED modification in there. I lose the focus, but I still get a very bright light when I need it, guaranteed to be just about bomb-proof, and I think a good replacement for the Surefire. And then I've started carrying, actually my company, I bought a bunch of these and I've been giving these away to clients. I was always leery of these little solar cell keychain lights until I came upon these guys. They're actually out of St. Louis, Missouri. And this has just been sitting by the window for a couple hours, and it's got 3 LEDs on it, and it's just, this thing is blinding. And it's got fairly good life. It doesn't have, it's not a constant on. You can't, you know, lock it on. It's only a momentary. But for just a momentary light for keyhole finding, or I lost a screw on the floor or whatever, I'll tell you what, for a renewable energy source, it's not bad. Plus, the other thing I like about it is it's a flat steel key ring, not a rounded steel, which means it's going to have better tension security when you load it up with keys or whatever. And this makes a great little pack light too. It is not weatherproof. This will not work if you get it like overtly wet, immerse it. Not going to happen. But if you've got some place where it can stay protected, take it out when you need it. Even from a dark exposure, bring it out into the light within about a minute to 2 minutes. You've got working light. So that's kind of cool. I forget the name of this. And of course, it's not on the back. I'll have to go back to the box. But you'll see these in gift shops, thrift stores, whatever. Solar cell technology has improved so much with the drop in prices. You're finding better quality cells in even the small, inexpensive devices. This was like $4. So it works out fine. So from right to bright, that's the EDC. I will bring the Surefire back in here too. That's the EDC lights, not so much the Surefire anymore, but everything else is what's with me every day to keep me seeing what I need to see. More in a bit. Thanks.